Hello, I am Dr. Jamal Dabbik, a full-time professor at Al-Najah National University with expertise in disaster risk and emergency management. Within Tomorrow Cities, I led the deployment of the decision support environment in Nablus City, Palestine. We are now in the final components of Tomorrow Cities decision support environment, which we refer to as risk agreement. Through this process, you have learned how we can capture and transform city stakeholders' aspirations and future visions into land use plans and policies through future visioning workshops, how to digitize and adapt them to fit current regulations and trends, forming what we refer to as urban scenarios, and finally, how these scenarios can be put through rigorous simulation to model how they would stand up to future hazards like earthquakes and floods, a process known as hazard and impact modeling. At the end of this last component, we have produced impact metrics that quantify the physical and social effects of these natural hazards on the urban scenarios. But here's the challenge. These results can only influence decision-making if they are truly understood by the communities they aim to protect. This is where the crucial component of risk agreement comes into play. Through a series of collaborative activities, community groups revisit these urban scenarios informed by the hazard simulations. Together, they evaluate and propose revisions that aim to mitigate impacts of future disasters. However, communicating risk is complex. Data can be dense and scientific concepts aren't always easy to grasp. Plus, how we understand and react to risk varies greatly depending on our experiences, emotions, and cultural backgrounds. Communicating future risk is even more challenging. Uncertainty, abstract concepts, and the need to consider long-term impacts make it harder for communities to connect with the information. That's why Tomorrow Cities adopts a more inclusive approach, fostering multi-directional flow of information among academics, communities, and local governments. This is done through the risk agreement workshops, and with the aid of the interactive dashboard that simplifies complex data on multi-hazard impacts like human displacement, casualties, and loss of educational capacity. Groups use this information to collectively define what risk means in their specific context and explore different hazard scenarios, assess their impacts, and agree on the necessary revisions to the urban plans. During the workshops, the focus is also on practical challenges. Participants evaluate the feasibility of their proposed changes, identify potential roadblocks, and discuss strategies to overcome them. Each group then presents their findings, fostering cross-group learning and ensuring a comprehensive understanding. By the end of the risk agreement process, cities achieve enhanced community understanding of risk, articulated strategies for risk reduction, and clear roadmap to address the societal, governmental, and environmental challenges involved. These workshops generate detailed risk assessments, priority actions for urban scenarios, and practical solutions to implementation challenges, laying the foundation for equitable risk-sensitive urban development. In Nablus City, the risk agreement process was like the final piece of the puzzle. Connecting all previous phases, it empowered the community to understand future disaster risk and develop equitable, community-driven solutions that reflect their aspirations.